Hello and welcome to Young Minds versus, of course, Madhavi's Physics. We are dealing with applications of trigonometry from class 10, and this is the last video from applications of trigonometry. So before we proceed to the class, please do subscribe and share, and also please inform your friends that there is maths marathon going on in the channel. Already real numbers is completed, and today we are going with day 5 of maths marathon, which covers most important expected questions for the public examination from all board papers, as well as the previous year questions, as well as the expected objectives. Right? So please do subscribe and share to your friends. And now let's move on to this one. Two poles of equal heights. So already 6 problems are done in the previous video. So now two poles of equal heights are standing opposite to each other on either side of the road. Suppose there is a road. Right. So on either side of the road, exactly opposite to this, two poles are there. Right. And the road's width is given 120 feet. Right. From a point between them on the road, the angle of elevation of the top poles are 60 and 30 degrees respectively. And the heights of the poles are given to be equal. So therefore, let's first of all draw the heights here. Right. So they are equal. And what is that? Suppose if I say that this is my point of observation. So with one it is making 30 degrees, with the other it is making 60 degrees. And already we discussed that the one which is very nearer will make higher angle 60 degrees, and this is 30 degrees. Right. So now find the height of the poles and the distances of the point from the poles. Right. So let's see how to solve this one. Is the sixth one done yesterday? The elevation of the top of the building from the foot of the tower is 30 degrees, and the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the foot of the building is 60 degrees. If the tower is 30 meter high, find the height of the building. I think sixth one is not done. Okay, let's finish the seventh one and then we'll go to the sixth one. So this is the road. This is the road. So on either side of the road you have equal heights of poles. So let me write that both heights are h. Now width of the road is 120 meters. At this point, suppose, right, at point P. Now let me write it as A, P, B and P, Q, R. Right. So therefore I got two triangles now. Now here the point which is very near to the pole will make a higher angle. So therefore this is the thing. Now let us suppose that this is x. Right. So the remaining will be, so that is x. Then the remaining will be 120 minus x. Right. So this is what is given. And what we have to determine is find the height of the poles as well as the distance of the point from the poles. That means x we have to determine as well as h. Okay, from triangle. So now first let height of each pole is equal to h feet. Because it is given in feet, we will write that also in feet. It is given not in meters, it is in feet. Alright. So let the distance of the point from nearer pole is equal to x feet. Okay, from nearer pole. This one we are imagining it to be x. So therefore from triangle APB, right. So what do we have? Tan 60 degrees is equal to tan 60 degree opposite by adjacent side h by x. What is tan 60? Yes, it is root 3 is equal to h by x, or this implies h is equal to x root 3. So we got a relationship for h and x. Clear? Right. So the next one is now from triangle. Which triangle you are taking now? PQR. PQR. tan 30 degrees is equal to h by 120 minus x. Is it not? What is the base of this triangle? So if this distance is x, the total width is 120. Therefore, this is 120 minus x. So what is this one? 1 by root 3 is equal to h by 120 minus x. What is h? X root 3 by 120 minus x. So cross multiplication, x root 3 into root 3 is 3x. Right, which is equal to 120 minus x, right? So therefore now 3x minus x is 2x is equal to 120, or x is equal to 60 feet. So is that right? 120 minus x, is it 120 feet? But it is coming exactly at the midpoint, then it is supposed to make the same angles, no? So, is that correct, or we did any mistake? Tan 60 is, yes, root 3. H by x, h is equal to x root 3. Right, tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Now h is equal to x root 3. We substituted by 120 minus x is this one. So therefore, yeah, this is the mistake. What did we do? So it is 3x plus x is 4x is equal to 120, or x is equal to 30 degrees, 30 feet. X is equal to 30 feet, right? So, right, that is what. We should not get exactly at midpoint. If you get at midpoint, both the angles should be same. Did you get like, see, sometimes making mistakes also helps us in learning more. Right, so we know we got x now, substituting in h, right? Now h is equal to x root 3, that is 30 root 3 feet. So therefore you can write the solutions as height of the pole is equal to 30 root 3 feet and distance from a nearer pole is equal to 30 feet and farther pole is equal to 120 minus 30, 90 feet. So this is how you have to underline, double underline the answers, right? So please note it down. Right, let me count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this time is enough for you to take a screenshot and then copy it down. Okay, let's move on to the sixth problem now. Now the sixth problem. The angle of elevation of the top of a building from the foot of the tower is 30 degrees. And the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the foot of the building is 60 degrees. If the tower is of 30 meter high, find the height of the building. That means there is a tower, there is a building, right? So the angle of elevation of top of building from the foot, right? This is 30 degrees, right? And the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the foot of the building, this is 60 degrees, right? So if the tower is of height, that means this is given to us 30 meters, right? Find the height of the building. Very easy because common distance, right? Right. Now let us see how to solve it. Let it be d. Right. Now let distance between the building and tower is equal to d, and height of building is equal to h, right? This is h. Let us assume it to be h and this to be d. So now again let's name the triangle as ABC is one triangle, ABD is another triangle. So now from triangle, naming the triangle is very, very important. If I miss anywhere also, please remember when you are writing for the examination, you have to write all the details. So from triangle ABC, right, 30 degrees, tan 30 degrees is equal to h by d. Tan 30 degrees is equal to h by d. Let it be equation 1. Now using this one you can find out d, right? So now from triangle ABD, tan 60 degrees is equal to right? 30 by d. Tan 60 is root 3. So, d is equal to 30 by root 3, which is 10 root 3. By now, you are all familiar with the simplification part, right? And of course, let me say, if first time anybody is watching this one, 3 into 10. So, 10 into 3. So, root 3 goes in 3, root 3 times. So, you are left with 10 root 3. Right. So, we got 10 root 3 value. Now, we have to substitute in equation 1. So, substituting in 1. So, we get tan 30 is equal to h by 10 root 3. Right. So, what is tan 30 value? 1 by root 3. H by 10 root 3. In the denominator, root 3 is common. So, therefore, h is equal to 10 meters. Everything is in meters, therefore, this is also in meters. So, height of the building is equal to 10 meters. Is it not? Applications of trigonometry is much easier, right? It is much easier because the same kind of the problems, applications are all same, right? You are only taking the right angle triangle and trigonometric ratios. Angle is given everywhere and you have to only assume few things, variables, and solve the equations, right? Very, very easy. Alright, finished copying, or please take the screenshot. The angles of elevation of the top of a tower, 8th problem we are seeing, from 2 points at a distance of 4 meter and 9 meter, from the height of the tower, from the base of the tower, and in the same straight line with it are complementary. So, the angles of elevation of top of a tower. So, let us imagine that this is the tower. Okay, right. The angles of elevation of a top of a tower from 2 points at a distance of 4 meter and 9 meter. Right, find the height of the tower from the base of the tower and in the same straight line. So, the points are, so it is given in a different manner, but see, the points are from the base of the tower, and from one, this is at 4 meters and the other is at 9 meters, right? 4 meter and 9 meter, the same straight line, which are complementary. So, one is theta, suppose, then the other one is 90 minus theta. So, this is what the question is. This is h, right? And this is 4 meters and the other is 9 meters. Right? Now, we have to find out h. Okay? Right. Or else you can also find out theta. Both. Let us see. So, in either case, in whichever manner you want, you can solve this one, right? So, one is for 4 meter, the other can also be of 9 meter. This is one way of doing it. You will take two triangles, that's all, right? This is of 4 meter, this is of 9 meter, and this is height h. This is theta, 90 minus theta. I will solve both for this one. Since we have discussed this diagram first, we will go with this one. So, let us name this as A, B, C, D. So, from triangle BCD, tan theta is equal to h by 4. Right? Tan theta is equal to h by 4. The next one, from triangle ACD, tan 90 minus theta, tan of 90 minus theta is equal to h by 9. Now, what is tan 90 minus theta? Cot theta, isn't it? Cot theta is equal to h by 9. Tan theta is equal to h by 4. Right? So, now you can say that tan theta into equation 1 and equation 2. Tan theta into cot theta. You are multiplying both. That is h by 4 into h by 9. Right? So, that means tan theta into cot theta is 1. H square by 9 fours are 36. So, h square is equal to 36 or h is equal to 6. Everything in meters. Therefore, this is also meters. Now, you can find out even like theta is equal to, right, h is equal to 6. 6 by 4. That means 3 by 2. Theta is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 4. Right? So this is how you can find out. Right. Now using this one also. Diagram can be drawn in any manner, but it should not violate the same thing. Right? So now this is tan theta 1 is equal to A, B, C, D. Here, this for this triangle. Tan theta 1 is equal to BC by, that is H. Right, BC by 4, that is equal to H by 4. Same you will be getting. Right, so now the other one is tan, what is theta 2? 90 minus theta 1. Right, that is H by 9. Cot theta 1. See, we are getting the same steps. Diagram may be different. It may look different, but the concept is the same. So, multiplying equation 1 and 2. So, 1 into 2 gives, right, tan theta 1 into cot theta 1 is equal to H by 4 into H by 9. Or 1 is equal to H square by 36, which implies H square is equal to 36 or H is equal to 6 meters. Okay, so suppose if the question is asked to find out theta 1, so tan theta 1 is equal to 6 by 4. So that is 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 3 by 2. So tan theta 1 is equal to 3 by 2. This can be written as theta 1 is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 2 if at all they ask. Right? This one we call it to be tan inverse. Right? Tan inverse of 3 by 2. Clear? Right. So note it down. Alright, the next one. Let's see the 9th problem. Right, the angle of elevation of a jet plane from a point A on the ground is 60 degrees. After a flight of 15 seconds, the angle of elevation changes to 30 degrees. Now the logic is here. Previously it was that suppose the flight is here and observer is here. So here 60 degrees. Now here after a flight, that means now it has changed to 30 degrees. That means whether it is moving away or moving towards observer. Yes, if it is moving towards observer, angle increases. Angle increases. So it is moving away from the observer. Like this it is moving. So that now the angle of elevation becomes 30 degrees. Right? So it is moving away from. So based on this angles only you have to decide how it is flying. Right? And it is flying always at a height of 1500 root 3. Find the speed of the jet plane. Okay? Find the speed of the jet plane. Let's see how to do it. Right. So this is how it is. So initially jet plane is here. Right. This is how. Let us name the triangle ABC. Right. Now the other one is ADE. Right, and here you can see that this is always of constant height. So 1500 root 3 is constant at both the places. Right. So now let us imagine that it is exactly at x1 distance. Now after a flight it has moved to x2 distance. Now what is the distance moved by it is x2 minus x1 is equal to d. So this d he is asking. Why? Because he is asking to find the speed. What is the speed is equal to distance by time. Time is given to be 1.5, I think for 15 seconds. Time is given to be 15 seconds. So we have time in our hand. To find speed we need distance. What is the distance from the diagram? BD is the distance. Right? Initially from the observer it is at a distance of x1, like the point on the land. And here it is at x2. Now the difference between those two gives you d. So now let us use again tan theta, like from triangle ABC, tan 60 degrees is equal to 1500 root 3 by x1. What is tan 60? Root 3. Root 3 is equal to 1500 root 3 by x1. Root 3 will get cancelled. You are left with 1 here. So therefore it implies x1 is equal to 1500 meters. So we got already this value. This is 1500 meters. This one we got to be 1500 meters. Now our job is to find out this one. Right? Job is to find out that one. How do you find that one? From this triangle. Right? So from triangle ADE. Right? So I am putting a semicolon. Observe that one. Tan 30 degrees is equal, because this angle is 30 degrees now. This is the height. This is the base or opposite side by adjacent side. So 1500 root 3 divided by x2. This whole distance is x2. Right? So therefore what is tan 30? 1 by root 3. So 1 by root 3 is equal to 1500 root 3 by x2. Implies x2 is equal to cross multiplication. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 into 1500 is 4500 meters. So we got x2 value to be 4500 meters. x1 is 1500. So very easily you can understand that this is 3000 meters. Is it not? So let us find the same thing. Now distance travelled is equal to 4500 meters minus 1500 meters, which is equal to 3000 meters. Therefore speed is equal to distance by time 15. So 15 to 100 times, right? So 15 2s are 30, 200 meter per second. So what is the speed of the jet? So it is traveling at a speed of 200 meter per second. That means in every second it is traveling a distance of 200 meters. That is the meaning of speed. Right? So please note it down. Now, I think now you can see the whole problem. Yes, please. Drawing diagram is very, very important. Understanding how to draw the diagram is important. Remaining all things everybody can do, right? How to draw the diagram, how to understand the problem is important. Okay, so let's move on to the last problem. Now the last problem from the exercise. With this problem we are going to complete applications of trigonometry. Children, please subscribe and share so that it should reach all the students, as many as possible. Learning maths is easy when you know how to think, right? And how to use the concepts rather than using the formulae. So here I am giving the conceptual approach to mathematics. See that many students receive this one. So please share. Whoever, elders, parents, students, whoever are watching, please subscribe and share also. Right. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower from the foot of the building is 30 degrees, and the angle of elevation of top of the building from foot of, what is the ratio of tower and building? So the same kind of problem we have done just now. I think sixth one, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degrees and that of the top of the from the foot of the building is 60 degrees. If the tower is 30, yeah, here height of the tower is given. In 6th problem, height of the tower is given. In 10th problem, height of the tower is not given, but asking to find out the ratio of the heights. Ratio of the height. Suppose this is the tower. Right, from here to here it is 30 degrees. From here to here it is 60 degrees. H1, H2. Right, he is asking ratio of the heights. Let's see that one. No, it is somewhere, right, wait. So which one we are doing? 10th problem, right. 12.2, 10th one, right. So this is a building, right. From the base of the building, the tower, tip of the tower makes 60 degrees. This should be 60, is it not? Yes, the height is more. and here this is 30 degrees. 30 degrees, right? The distance between them is D. Common base to the two triangles. Let us take it as H1. Let us take this as H2. So let us write the assumptions now in the solution. Let height of the tower is equal to H1. Let height of the building is equal to H2. Right? Now let distance between them is equal to D. All meters, whatever it is, because nothing is given here and you have ratio. So it can be feet, it can be meters or anything, right? So therefore, now let us name A, B, C, D. Right? So what am I doing all the time? After reading the problem, I am drawing the diagram first. Then I am taking the assumptions. Then I am naming the triangles. After naming the triangles only, I am going to solve. Right? So from triangle ABC, without defining what it is in the diagram, please never write like this. Right? ABC, tan, right? ABC triangle, this is 90 degrees here, right? Tan 30 degrees is equal to H2 by D. Tan 30 degrees is equal to H2 by D. Right. Now from triangle, so that means it is, so let me write it as, it implies H2 is equal to D tan 30 degrees. Right. D tan 30 degrees. Right. So now from triangle, which triangle we are going to take? ABD. From triangle ABD, tan 60 degrees is equal to H1 by D. Implies H1 is equal to D tan 60 degrees. So height of the tower to the building, if the ratio is asked, ratio of heights of tower to the building, then it is H1 by H2, this by this. So D tan 60 degrees by D tan 30 degrees. DD will get cancelled. Tan 60 is root 3. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. When you bring it into the numerator, it will get reciprocated. So root 3 into root 3 is 3 by 1. So therefore H1 is to H2 is equal to 3 is to 1. That is tower, height of the tower is to height of the building. If other way around is asked, that means this is to this, or H2 is to H1 is equal to 1 is to 3. Right? So that is what is H2 now? Height of the building is to height of the tower is equal to 1 is to 3. And this is 3 is to 1. I wrote both. Depending on how the problem is asked, right, you can solve the problem, right? So please note it down. And this is the last problem, right? So now I'm moving it slowly. This is the diagram part, assumptions and finding H1 and H2 part. That is done. Finished taking the screenshot? Right. Now the simplification part, finding the ratios. Right, so this is all from applications of trigonometry. So children, learn properly, be ready for the exams. All the best at every moment in your life. Please subscribe and share. See you again.